Hello students. Today we are going to start the second chapter of geography, that is globe, latitudes and longitudes. In this chapter we will study what actually a globe is and how is it important for us. We will also study about various important parallels of latitudes, heat zones of the earth and what are actually the longitudes. We will also study about the relation between longitude and time and why do we have standard time meridian. So let's start the chapter. First of all, talking about the globe. Now as you all know that our planet Earth is not a sphere. It is slightly flattened at the north and the south poles and bulge in the middle. Globe is a true model or a miniature form of the Earth. Globes may be of varying size and shape and types also. Big ones which cannot be carried easily, small pocket globes, and globe like balloons which can be inflated and are handy and carried with ease. The globe is not fixed, it can be rotated the same way as a top spin or a potter's wheel is rotated. On the globe, countries, continents, and oceans are shown in their correct size. Now, it is very difficult to describe the location of a point on a sphere like the Earth. Now, the question arises is that how to locate a place on it. We need certain points of reference and lines to find out the location of places. Now you will see that a needle is fixed through the globe in a tilted manner, which is called its axis. Two points on the globe through which the needle passes are two poles, that is the North Pole and the South Pole. The globe can be moved around this needle from west to east just as the earth moves. But remember, there is a major difference. The real earth has no such needle. It moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line. Another imaginary line running on the globe divides it into two equal halves. This line is known as the equator. The northern half of the earth is known as the northern hemisphere and the southern half is known as the southern hemisphere. They are both equal halves. Therefore, the equator is an imaginary circular line and is a very important reference point to locate places on the earth. All parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitude. Latitudes are measured in degrees. The equator represents the 0 degree latitude. Since the distance from the equator to either of the poles is 1/4 of a circle round the earth, it will measure 1/4 of 360 degrees, that is 90 degree. Thus 90 degrees north latitude marks the north pole and 90 degrees south latitude marks the south pole. As such, all parallels north of the equator are called north latitudes. Similarly, all parallels south of the equator are called south latitudes. The value of each latitude is therefore followed by either the word north or south. Generally, this is indicated by the letter N or S. For example, both Chandrapur in Maharashtra and Belo Horizonte in Brazil are located on parallels of about 12 latitude. But the former, that is Chandrapur of Maharashtra, is 20 degree north of the equator, and the latter, that is Belo Horizonte, that is of Brazil, is south of it, that is 20 degrees south of equator. We therefore say that Chandrapur is situated at 20 degree north latitude and Belo Horizonte is situated at 20 degrees south latitude. Now, talking of some important parallels of latitudes, besides the equator, that is 0 degree, the north pole, that is 90 degree north, and the south pole, that is 90 degree south, there are four important parallels of latitude. First is Tropic of Cancer, which is 23 and a half degree north in the northern hemisphere. Second is Tropic of Capricorn, which is 23 and a half degree south in the southern hemisphere. Third is the Arctic Circle at 66 and a half degree north of the equator. And fourth is the Antarctic Circle at 66 and a half degree south of the equator. So these are the various important parallels of latitude. Now let's have a look at the heat zones of the earth. What actually they mean and how actually they look. Now talking about the heat zones on the earth, the midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year on all latitudes between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This area, therefore, receives the maximum heat and is called the torrid zone. The midday sun never shines overhead on any latitude beyond the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. The angle of the sun's rays goes on decreasing towards the poles. As such, the areas bounded by the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere have moderate temperatures. These are therefore called temperate zones. Now, areas lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere are very cold. It is because here the sun does not rise much above the horizon. Therefore, its rays are always slanting and provide less heat. These are therefore called frigid zone, which are very cold. Now over here in this figure, you can see the various heat zones of the earth, that is the frigid zone, temperate zone, torrid zone in the northern and the southern hemisphere. Now moving to our next topic, that is the longitudes. What actually are longitudes? Now to fix the position of a place, it is necessary to know something more than the latitude of that place. You can see, for example, that Tonga Islands, which is in the Pacific Ocean, and Mauritius Islands, which are in the Indian Ocean, are situated on the same latitude, that is 20 degrees south. Now, in order to locate them precisely, we must find out how far east or west these places are from a given line of reference running from the North Pole to the South Pole. These lines of reference are called meridians of longitude, and the distance between them are measured in degrees of longitude. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. They are semicircles and the distances between them decreases steadily polewards until it becomes zero at the poles where all the meridians meet. So unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are of equal length. Thus, it was difficult to number the meridians. Hence, all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. This meridian is called the prime meridian. Its value is 0 degree longitude, and from where we count 180-degree eastward as well as 180-degree westward. The prime meridian and 180-degree meridian divide the earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Therefore, the longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west. It is, however, interesting to note that 180-degree east and 180-degree west meridians are on the same line. Now, if we look at the grid of the parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude on the globe, we can locate any point on the globe very easily if we know its longitude and latitude. For example, Dhubri in Assam is situated at 26 degree north latitude and 90 degree east longitude. Now, that point where these two lines cut each other, that will be the point where Dhubri is located. Now, talking about the relation between longitude and time, the best means of measuring time is by the movement of the earth, the moon, and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day, and naturally, it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. Local time can be reckoned by the shadow cast by the sun, which is the shortest at noon and longest at sunrise and sunset. When the prime meridian of Greenwich has the sun at the highest point in the sky, all the places along this meridian will have midday or noon. As the earth rotates from west to east, those places east of Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich Mean Time, and those to the west will be behind it. The rate of difference can be calculated in a way like this. The earth rotates 360 degree in about 24 hours, which means 15 degree an hour or 1 degree in 4 minutes. Thus, when it is 12 noon at Greenwich, the time at 15 degree east of Greenwich will be 15 into 4 is equal to 60 minutes. That is 1 hour ahead of Greenwich time, which means 1 p.m. But at 15 degree west of Greenwich, the time will be behind Greenwich time by 1 hour, that is, it will be 11 am. Similarly, at 180 degree, it will be midnight when it is 12 noon at Greenwich. At any place, a watch can be adjusted to read 12 o'clock when the sun is at highest point in the sky, that is, when it is midday. The time shown by such a watch will give the local time for that place. Now, here is why we need a standard time, and that's why we have a standard time meridian. Because the local time of places which are on different meridians are bound to differ. For example, it will be difficult to prepare a timetable for trains which cross several longitudes. In India, for instance, there will be a difference of about 1 hour and 45 minutes in the local times of Dwarka in Gujarat and Dibrugarh in Assam. It is therefore necessary to adopt the local time of some central meridian of a country as the standard time for the country. In India, the longitude of 82 and a half degree east, that is 82 degree 30 minutes east, is treated as the standard meridian. The local time at this meridian is taken as the standard time for the whole country. It is known as the Indian Standard Time. India, located east of Greenwich at 82 degree 30 minute east, is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. So it will be 7:30 p.m. in India when it is 2 p.m. noon in London. Some countries have a greater longitudinal extent, and so they have adopted more than one standard time. For example, Russia and USA. The Earth has been divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. Each zone thus covers 15 degree of longitude. So students, that's it with this chapter. Study this chapter very thoroughly. If you face any kind of problem in this chapter, do ask the question in the comment section below the video. अगर आपको किसी भी तरह की प्रॉब्लम इस चैप्टर में आ रही है, अपने क्वेश्चंस कमेंट सेक्शन में वीडियो के नीचे मेंशन कीजिए, मैं उसका आंसर करूँगा। थैंक यू।